Hello there! Thank you for joining me. My name is Brittney Moffatt from According to Brittney, and I'm here to talk to you today about 3 tips to help you start your blog in 2019. So just a little bit about me. I started as a blogger. I've been blogging for probably over 2 years now, and it has helped me skyrocket my personal brand and my business. And now I offer services where I help entrepreneurs grow their visibility, influence, and engage audience through content marketing. So blogging has really helped me shape my business and my brand, and I absolutely love talking about blogging. All right, so let's get into our first tip. So every tip is going to kind of have a beginner level part of the tip and an advanced level part of the tip. So you kind of pick, where you feel comfortable in your journey, and then it kind of advances to the next part of the tip. So number 1 tip is to pick a platform. So if you're blogging, you're putting your work out there to the world, and you need a place that's going to help you do that. And I 100% recommend WordPress. That's where I host my site. I love working with the site builder, and it's just perfect for blogging. Some other options, if you're not WordPress savvy, is Squarespace is a very popular one, especially for bloggers. Wix is another site that people use. It's very easy, like drag and drop. So those are some of the more popular ones, and of course you can look up more, but this is really important because it's going to be like how you do everything for your website, like how everything is operated, how all the good stuff happens. So you want to be sure you're picking something that you're comfortable with, and that will help you grow as you continue to go through your blogger journey. All right, so the next part of picking your platform is also picking your self-hosting site. So once you start on your site builder, you don't own the site yet. So let's go back to my site. My site was according to Brittney.wordpress.com. And that was because technically WordPress owned my site, and I could have bought the domain and just been according to Brittney.wordpress.com and still been like just on the WordPress site builder. But the really cool thing about self-hosting, especially with WordPress, is when you self-host, you get access to WordPress.org, which gives you so much more ability to be like give your site a lot more functionality. So if you're thinking about self-hosting, some really good ones, 2 that work really, really well with WordPress. Well, number 1 is SiteGround. That's the one I use. It's great. Customer service is great. They help me with everything. And another one is Bluehost. So those are 2 really good ones for WordPress. Other ones are like GoDaddy, sites like that basically you pay to like own your website. That's why it's called self-hosting. So that's the next part. You don't have to do it right away. I didn't self-host my site for a while. I really took the time to build up the content, and then I went into self-hosting. So it's up to you, but obviously there's also an investment you have to make in your blog. So you have to think like how important is my blog to me, and how where do I want to take this. And a lot of opportunities you'll want to get through blogging, it's probably going to require you to have a self-hosted website that you own. Self-hosting can be really confusing, so don't think too much into it. Just use what feels right for you, and once you get through the part of understanding it, it's super easy from there. Okay, but let's get into the next tip. So your next tip is finding your niche and what you're gonna write about. So I always advocate for just starting to write. A lot of times we get hung up in what should I write, or how should I say this, or we get caught up into the how we think we should put things out there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I look back at some of my older blog posts and I cringe because they're just not up to the caliber that my writing is now. But if I hadn't put in that time to write and continue to get better, I never would have been able to make those really great posts that I make now, and figure out what my niche was and what I wanted to write about. So I always say start writing, just even if it's not on WordPress or anything like that, start writing on Microsoft Word or something, on paper. Get that writing muscle going, because it's easy to just kind of lose that skill, and it's so important if you're running a blog. Writing is That's how you do everything. Your whole blog is about writing. So definitely consider that when you're thinking about starting up a blog. That should be like the biggest thing that you're thinking about, is like, what am I going to write about, and how I'm going to write, and how I'm going to differentiate myself, and how I'm going to find my niche. Okay, so let's talk about getting a little bit more advanced. So yes, start writing good stuff, but you also want to develop your writing style. And I kind of touched a little bit on this, but you really want to differentiate yourself, and you want to find your style, like find how you say things. Like your style could be very different. Like mine's very like fun, but like also professional, and also like like you're talking to your friend. Like think of like adjectives and words that you would use to describe like your writing, and really write that out and have it like developed, so you kind of always know what you're trying to go for with your writing, because it's all it goes a lot to like your personal brand, like who you are as a blogger. Like people will know you and know your work by how the fact that they can distinguish it from someone else's work. So and this comes with practice and time, and it's not something you just jump in and have a writing style. A lot of times we're starting off and we're just figuring that out, and it changes. My writing style has changed a lot since I first started. So think about that as you're writing, that you just want to develop a style that people can see as you, and they know like this blog is from you and you're amazing and they love it. All right, my last tip for you guys is you have to put on your marketing hat if you want to run a blog. So you're writing, but if no one's seeing it and you want to grow as a blogger, that's a problem. You want people to see your work, you want people to see all that you've put into this, so you have to learn how to market. So obviously the first place you're going to start is social media. Create your social media channels for your blog, your Facebook page, your Twitter, your Instagram page, your Pinterest, all that good stuff. Like make your accounts, make sure that they're cohesive, they all have your branding, they all let people know where to find you, where to find your blog, where to find your other social media pages. Make sure that your site is your social media sites are like their mission and their goal is to make your blog reach more people. So if you're a blogger, just know marketing is now your job. You are a marketer. So congrats. I'm a little biased, but I think marketers are great. All right, so let's get a little bit more advanced with our marketing plan. So yes, you want to create all your social media accounts. You want to have it easy for people to find you wherever, all over the web. But you also have to know that if you're going to grow your blog, you cannot just rely on your own social media. You have to get out there. And this, is a little bit more advanced, so it might take me some time. But use other ways to get to reach other audiences. So like guest posting on other blogs, going on, doing podcast interviews, going in Facebook groups. Facebook groups were so huge for me when I started my blog. There's tons. If you search blogging, you will find tons of Facebook groups. And if you're looking for a really great group, you can always join my group, Content Marketing for Women Entrepreneurs, Bloggers, and Influencers. But Facebook groups are great for connecting with people and building communities and helping each other out. And I've got so much help from being in blogging groups, and I was able to, really grow my blog through being a part of them and sharing my content, and as well as doing interviews, guest posting, all that good stuff, to get your content out there. Because you have to remember that your social media is only giving you so much reach, and you have to reach out to other audiences to find new people who want to read your blog. So remember that you cannot just rely on your own social media. You have to rely on all the social medias out there to find people that you can connect with, find like-minded bloggers, and just reach out and collaborate and do all kinds of fun stuff that will get you to new people and new audiences in 2019. Alright guys, that's all the tips I have for you today. If you want more tips on blogging, feel free to check out my website, accordingtobrittney.com. And I really wish you the best with your blogging journey. I love being a blogger and I love writing, and I know that if you really put your all into it and take the steps to get to a place where you feel comfortable and you feel like you're growing, you will do that. So if you have any questions, leave a comment, and definitely if you like this video, want me to do more, like and subscribe and share. share this video with everyone so they can go on their blogging journeys and you can blog together, right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me. Bye! Hi, my name is Luna from According to Brittney, and I'm here to tell you about all of my cat tips for 2019 to help you have the best 2019 ever if you're a cat. Thanks for joining me.